We've brought you down to Red Rock Country for tonight's show. Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, and thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're down in the little town of Hanksville. It's a town that I know well because I'm always traveling through here on my way to Bullfrog. But for this week, we're actually making Hanksville our hub for the next couple days. We're going to go out with Hanksville Tours, and they're going to show us some of the beautiful sights and scenery that you can see down here near Hanksville in Wayne County. And we're going to load up the Stedman's General, hit the trail.
We'll go down into Poison Springs. There's some Spanish crosses in there. There's petroglyphs, Indian caves, Butch Cassidy's name's in there.
Really?
So yeah, we'll go down and we'll look at all that today.
The Poison Spring Trailhead is 17 miles south of Hanksville off of Highway 95. This rough single track is the only motorized route that crosses the Dirty Devil River between Hanksville and Hike. The road slowly descends into a progressively narrow and steep canyon.
What are we looking for, Chris?
There's a Spanish cross right, oh here it is, right here. See it? With the arrow on the bottom of it. And my grandpa showed me that years and years ago.
During the early 1800s, Poison Spring Canyon was a main route for cattle rustlers moving cattle and horses on and off Robber's Roost. At the end of the century, outlaws used Robber's Roost as a sanctuary from the law. Many old-time cowboys left their mark on the canyon wall.
This used to be a travel way for the Spanish, the Indians, the cowboys. They use this as a main trail coming in and out of here, you know. It's one of the only places you can come in the desert, even on a dry year, and there's water. This is one of the bigger panels. There's two of them that's about this big.
Evidence of ancestral plebeians can also be found in the canyon.
There's someone killing a buffalo.
These petroglyphs are images and designs that were made by pecking away the darker layer of rock varnish on the sandstone surface. There's bighorn sheep, snakes, paw prints, these two warriors squaring off, and many of these sun dagger petroglyphs. But the most unique petroglyph was a few more miles down the road.
This is the one that has the Cocopellis on it.
Cocopelli is revered by certain Native American groups in the southwestern U.S. It's a highly symbolic figure and is associated with fertility, music, merrymaking, and good luck.
They believe that he came around once a year and all the women in the villages would get pregnant that time of year when the Cocopelli come. And in his backpack he had seeds, so he was like the fertilizer guy. He would plant stuff and plant humans and seeds in every way, so. We're down to where Butch Cassidy's name is. It's on a big rock right here on the back side of it.
Up on a small bluff just off the canyon floor is a secluded campsite. A huge boulder stood alone on the south wall of the canyon. This is where you'll find this inscription from 1869 with a face and the initials SJ. And just beside it is Butch Cassidy's inscription.
Oh, I think he traveled through here. He would travel from Robber's Roost, which he'd come down Roost Canyon, across the river, up Poison Springs, and out to the mountain.
This area is huge, and you could easily drive right past many of these sites. That's why Hanksville Tours would be a great option if you were coming down to take a look.
We have UTV tours and rentals, and we can do a rental with a map as well. We can send you out with a map with waypoints on that as well if you don't want to go with a tour guide. And we do trail rides. We have an outfitting business. We do trail rides and hunting.
This is cool. It's like the Grand Canyon.
The sun was starting to fade, and Chris and Catherine wanted to show us Burr Point, an amazing overlook that takes in the entire Robber's Roost.
This is probably one of the best views you can get of the Roost. So here you can see all of this, and the outlaws would go up these canyons onto the Roost to evade the posse. And you can see that they can't track them. We're taking you out through Mars. It's like a blue Minkus shell clay. And it's got its own way of being it's desolate, but it's beautiful.
This really is different than most any place else in Utah, especially in southern Utah, where we're surrounded by all these red rock canyons and cliffs. And And then we run into this. We come into an alien planet. In fact, it's called Mars out here, but it's like you've landed on an alien planet. In fact, there's a Mars study area down below.
The Mars Desert Research Station is the largest and longest-running Mars surface simulation facility in the world. Built in the early 2000s, it's crewed by small teams of 6 to 8 people who conduct scientific research. The facility is not open to the public for visits, but you can see it from the county road.
This is the Burpee Dinosaur Quarry.
A few miles north, you'll find a remnant of an old river channel system turned to stone. This site near Hanksville is the Burpee Quarry. It's part of the Morrison Foundation, where paleontologists have found 150-million-year-old fossilized bones of sauropod dinosaurs, as well as Utah's state fossil, the predator Allosaurus.
They've done a lot of digs, but there's still, if you walk down that ravine, you'll see dinosaur bone here and there.
It's cool to look, but remember, it's illegal to take any home with you.
We have a lot of these hidden gems in the state in these rural areas that are basically underdiscovered. They make a great hub or a base camp, if you will, to all the many places that you can go to that surround it. In this area with Hanksville, you've got this here, Capitol Reef, not too far away, where we were previously, and I mean, it's a great option to go into the more crowded park destinations. We're on the moonscape overlook on the Skyline Rim near Factory Butte.
Yeah, it's a photographer's dream.
Oh, heck yeah. You know, you get here at the right time of day. Usually want to get here early morning, late afternoon, about golden hour, blue hour. It's a perfect time. This place just comes alive. It is a photographer's paradise.
Sometimes you come across a view that just blows your mind. That's the case with the skyline view overlook of the Blue Valley near Factory Butte. You could fly to the moon and quite possibly not see something that looks so extraterrestrial as you will see here. The view will not disappoint. And just a few miles down the road is an OHV playground called Swing Arm City.
I've never been here, but I heard it's magical and it has lived up to that. Kids love it. There's lots of stuff to ride. I mean, you got plenty of flat ground for beginner riders, kids all the way up to, as you can see, much more technical riding, but it's great for all ages. We don't have cell phone reception here. The TV doesn't work. We don't have any DVDs, so it's to get out in nature and just kind of unwind and cut the cord for the weekend. I find as a dad, it's fun to have passions and sports that your kids enjoy too. So it's, instead of me going out, really just going and having fun by myself, I can take my kids out and we can all have a great time. But I started riding as a child and it's thank goodness they like doing it too, so it's made it fun.
Boy, if you want to escape the crowds and find open space, this is one of the best places, not only in Utah, but anywhere in the West. You are away from it all here.
I guess I was struck by how much there is to do just outside of Hanksville. There's a lot.
Yeah, that's what keeps us here.
Yeah. Hey, if people are really interested in this, if they want to come and do a tour, how do they go get a hold of you and Chris?
Our website, hanksvilletours.com. It's very simple.
And you know, even if you have your own machines, I'd recommend stopping by, and I'm sure you have packages available to sell them waypoints so that people can go out and see some of this stuff. And so we didn't tell you exactly where some of this stuff was, and that's kind of on the down low, so on purpose.
We would love to help you find it.
Well, come on down to Hanksville and visit our friends Chris and Catherine. You will have an amazing time in some beautiful country that you probably didn't even know about. I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors, reminding you to get with your family, your friends, make some memories outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.